I'm about to show you how to create the most perfect base using the Haus Labs Foundation, a foundation that gives you a second skin finish. It literally honestly looks so healthy on the skin. So stay tuned so that I can show you exactly how to perfect your skin. I'm pretty excited about this video because I have heard so much about this foundation. In fact, you guys are the ones who actually told me to go out and get this and try it. So I know a lot of you have been saying try the concealer, some of you have been saying the foundation, but I feel like I've been using a lot of different concealers lately, and I did actually I had a few like that were on my list of priority. So I bought those when I was in New York, and I thought, you know what, let me try the foundation for Haus Labs. Yeah, I want to show you how to create the most perfect base with it because this is a pretty insane foundation and I'm excited to share it with you. So I have nothing on my skin at the moment. The only thing I do have is my skincare. I am going to put a little bit of primer on first, and then we're going to head in straight to creating a perfect base. So just a little bit about this foundation first. It is the Triclone Skin Tech foundation. It's a 30ml bottle, and my shade, from what I matched up in Sephora, is 300 medium neutral. Now it's really difficult in Sephora. I feel like the lighting is so off. It's really difficult to find the right shade. Like after coming back from New York, I just feel like I probably could have gone with a slightly different shade. Don't get me wrong, I think I can get away with this shade and it works fine on my skin at the moment. Maybe when I'm a little bit more tanned, it's gonna work better. But even with the concealers I picked up, like I can get away with them. Like I can happily wear them, but I don't think they're the perfect or as perfect a match as what I could have got if I was in daylight. So it's just really annoying with lighting. Like you'd think they'd get something like that right. But this foundation is a clean foundation. It's a long wear foundation, and it says that it delivers superior makeup performance without compromising your skin. So it is infused with 20+ skincare ingredients, which are good for your skin. It's a buildable coverage foundation, medium coverage, so you can build it up to slightly more like full coverage. It's quite a fluid consistency, so it's not quite like, it's not thick, it's quite runny. Very weightless on the skin, but we'll see about that. So I want to like explain to you as I'm applying it what it's like as well. And it does recommend to apply the foundation with a brush or fingertips. So I want to be able to apply it however I feel comfortable, so we're going to see how that goes. But I am excited about creating this, and I've already tried this. I genuinely do really like this foundation, so I'm just really excited about showing you how to create the most perfect base with it. I'm going to apply my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So I'm going to apply the foundation first. I don't want to apply any concealer yet because I want you guys to see the difference it makes to my skin alone. I do get this question asked a lot, and I'm going to answer it for the 100th time. So many of you know that I prefer underpainting, so I apply concealer first and then I apply foundation. And then you leave me comments, not everyone, but some people do, saying, I don't, you know, why have you done that? When you say you prefer this. This wouldn't be a good educational channel if I just did the same thing all the time. So it really wouldn't. So I try and change it up for you guys. It's not because I'm contradicting myself, it's because I genuinely want to be able to appeal to anyone who applies things in any order. I don't just want to say my way is the only way. So that's why you see me changing it up every so often. So hopefully that answers the question. But let's go ahead with this foundation. I'm going to apply just one pump on the back of my hand. I think this is the right color for me. I think what it is I like seeing, I just like a little bit more kind of brightness to my foundation, I think. Maybe that's what it is, but it's kind of like a good color for me. So I'm going to apply it on this side. I'm using my Sigma F85 brush, and I'm just going to kind of like buff it into the skin. So I'm just kind of like circular movements. So let's just go ahead. Yes, I think I'm right. I probably want some a little bit more tanned. It might suit me better. Like it probably isn't even noticeable to you guys, but that's a really, did I say ats? That's a really good foundation. Honestly, when I tried it, I was like, my community on YouTube is just so incredible. You guys are so amazing. Like you're recommending stuff to me too, and I'm like going out and buying it. It's like, I know it's like a two-way thing, right? Like I recommend stuff to you and you guys go out and buy it. And then, you know, I like the fact that you guys recommend stuff to me and I do go out and buy it too. By the way, my voice is a bit weird because ever since I got back to New York, I've had a really sore throat and I've just been really run down, and I'm feeling fine. I'm just like, it's just this bit is all still recovering, but otherwise I'm okay. But I know my voice does sound a bit different. See that? It's so nice. It really does let your skin still look like skin though. So it's not like it doesn't like fully cover everything. But like I said, you can build it up. Okay, so I'm going to use a concealer quickly to just kind of like do my eye area, and then I'm going to carry on with the foundation and show you how you can build it up a little bit to create the most perfect base. Now the concealer that I'm going to use is my Tinted concealer in number 15, and it's the first time I'm using the Tinted brand. Yeah, I've heard so much about it. Well, it's Live Tinted, isn't it? Or is it Live Tinted? I don't know which one it is. Someone correct me, please. So, okay, I'm just going to apply a little bit of this over my eye area. Just gonna buff this in. Oh, I really like this. This concealer is really good. I mean, so far. I'm just gonna press some powder into it. This is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. And then I'm just gonna dust away that powder. I do like how it's a brush. Like, it's not a felt tip, it's an actual brush, which is pretty good. So I'm just gonna buff this in. I'm intrigued to see like what the coverage is like with this concealer. And it's actually really good. That's a really good coverage. Okay, now before we actually carry on, I'm gonna get half a pump of that foundation, and I'm gonna use my sponge, and I'm gonna just buff this over the under eye area. And anywhere else I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. So as you can see, I'm not actually going in with the concealer wherever I feel like I need coverage, other than the under eye, because I feel like that's like an area that really does need some extra coverage. But I'm just kind of like putting another thin layer of this foundation all over. And honestly, it gives you the most perfect base. I love this foundation. There you go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this. So we're gonna use the setting powder. I've got my powder puff. I'm just gonna go into this and just go immediately onto the under eye area. And all I'm doing is going around kind of like the T-zone, everywhere I get that shine throughout the day, because all the other areas I actually just want it to keep it as it is. So really T-zone area and under the eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna dust this powder away. So I'm really focusing on creating more of a matte finish along the center of the face, because everywhere else, this foundation actually does stay pretty well. And I feel like it just gives it more of that kind of really nice skin look. So this is my base done. I am gonna very quickly go ahead, do my brows, just put a tiny bit of mascara on so I look kind of human, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish this off. So I've added all the extra bits. So did my brows, put a little bit of mascara on, and a little bit of lip gloss, but the rest of my face I haven't actually put anything else on. No bronzer, no sculpting, no blush or anything, because I really wanted you to see what the skin looks like. Honestly, I would say this is a perfect base, because I feel like it's perfect for daytime. Like, even if you want your skin to look as flawless as possible, but you still want it to look like skin, I would say this is the perfect base. Honestly, this is such an amazing base because it's not heavy. It genuinely doesn't look like I've got a lot on my skin. Like, even if I'm looking close up, my skin looks healthy. It looks like skin. So I would highly recommend this foundation, because I feel like this really does give you that skin-like finish. It's a second skin finish. Now, if you wanted to add more coverage, you could build up the foundation a little bit more. You probably saw that it's quite a fluid foundation. If you did want to build it up a bit more, you could obviously add the foundation on its own to help build it up. And the way that I would do that is let the first layer kind of set a little bit. So don't apply it straight after applying the first layer. Let it set, let it dry down, and then apply another layer. And if you need to apply another layer, like you want a third layer, then let that dry down as well and then apply a third layer. That is the ultimate tip when it comes to building your foundation, especially when you're working with kind of like very fluid foundations. So I really want to just very quickly add a little bit of kind of like sculpting so you can see what this all looks like. And also I feel like it's really important to know or to see whether bronzers and sculpting powders or anything like that work well with foundations, because there are some foundations that when you've applied it and then you try going over with a little bit of blush or something, it just doesn't sit well. So I really wanted to show you that while we're here. I'm going to use my One Size Made for Shade Bronze and Sculpt Trio, the medium dark trio, and I'm going to use the shade The Fix, and this is my Rephr 18 brush. I'm just going to add a bit of kind of bronze here. Now, I'm not going crazy with it because I just really want my skin to look super healthy. Do you know what, guys? The more and more I kind of like wear this foundation and the more I kind of like try makeup on top, I'm really loving it. Like, honestly, I just feel like my skin looks so good with this foundation. Like, that's enough, right? I feel like that's enough for sculpting like a little bit of bronze. I'm happy with that. Let's go there. I mean, I'm known to go a bit not OTT, but, you know, go a bit extra with the sculpting because I love sculpting, but I think that's as much as we need. And my skin still looks good. See, this is the crazy thing about this, is like you can keep layering on other products. I mean, it's not crazy, it's good. Your skin still looks really good. I actually can't believe how good this foundation is. Thank you so much, guys, for recommending this foundation to me. When I was in New York, I was like shopping around in Sephora and Ulta, and I was like, okay, what do I want to pick up? And I honestly screenshot some of your comments, because so many of you guys were asking me to do certain tutorials with products, and I was like, okay, I really want to try that. So this is one of them that I was like, I've got to get. So now I'm going to use my Rephr 19 brush and my One Size Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio in Freaky Peach, and the shade I'm going to use is Freaky. I really do like One Size, like genuinely, I love One Size products. So I'm going to apply it quite high up here, not along the actual cheek. Guys, I'm really loving this look. So I've applied it quite high up here, right? By the way, the Met was amazing. If you don't know, I did makeup on a client for the Met Gala. Serious career highlight for me. So I really want you guys to check out the vlog. I've done a whole vlog on my whole stay in New York. Go to my other channel, check it out. I think you're gonna have fun on it. The reason I mention that is because this was the key trend that I used and so many other makeup artists used on their clients for the Met Gala, is blush very high up on the cheekbones, going almost like up into the temples. You'll see a lot of the people on the red carpet had that kind of look, and it's honestly going to be huge for summer, so make sure you get on it. I'm going to use my Rephr 04 brush, and I'm going to use Whiplash from the same palette, and it's just like a highlighter, but it's like a peachy highlighter. Hopefully it's given you an idea as to what this foundation looks like, and honestly it genuinely is a perfect everyday base look. Like, it makes your skin still look like skin, like it's just a second skin finish. It doesn't actually feel like you're wearing anything on the skin. Close up, it doesn't look like, okay, it looks cakey or anything like that. I think the shade range is really good. Obviously I feel like this is more close to kind of like when I'm a little bit tanned, but I think I can still get away with it. Like, I just don't apply as much bronzer or contour. But honestly, I feel like this is a foundation that is well worth the money. I would definitely go out and get this foundation again. I would highly recommend this foundation. I would love to know if you have tried it. Now I'm really eager to try the concealer, and I kind of wish I picked up the concealer when I was in New York, because you don't get Haus Labs out here in Dubai. But I would love if they would send me it. But obviously I don't think I'm on their PA list. Well, I'm not on their PR list, but that would be great, because then I could actually do a tutorial using the concealer. And yeah, because obviously I can't get the concealer out here, so that's a bit annoying. I would love to try their concealer. If you use their concealer, let me know what your thoughts are. And if you use their concealer and foundation, I would love to know. So let me know in the comments box below. If you want to see like a wear test with this, let me know, because that would be interesting. Maybe we can do like a wear test so I'm wearing it all day, and then you guys can see what it looks like later on in the day. Even I'm quite intrigued by that, because I haven't had it on long enough to be able to see. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Sending you loads of love wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the thumbs up button if you like it, and also that notification bell so that you never miss any of my future videos. Until the next video, take care, and I'll see you soon.